Welcome back! Part 14 of Let's Play Dragon Force. Starting off with a fight. Gotta love fights. This one is against Topaz. Two random generals decided to come down and assault me. Don't know what the hell that's about, so I'm gonna make quick work of this. And then I'm gonna deal with the Skull Shoulder. So, even more fights that I wasn't, planning on doing. Eventually, I will have Vlad. I promise you this. You will get to see a new general, one who has a very unique type. Unless you've already played through the game and you've seen Vlad or Presto, but oh well, bite me. First time for the video, we'll leave it at that. Now, being a member of Topaz, they've got monks. Which, as you'll see, monks have the coolest attack ever. They do the Chun-Li from Street Fighter super speedy flash kick thing. Well, if there were any left. Oh, there's one. Haha, you'll get to see it. There it goes. And gets one off and then he's dead. Now that's Divine Shield, that's the one I was talking about earlier. Look how much damage it does to my troops walking through. Imagine if my troops had already surrounded her, and she used that. She would have decimated them. Literally, she could have taken them all out if she just waited another 4 seconds. But, thankfully for me, the AI is not smart enough to know that, and that just cost them the victory. So. And I captured her. I'm not really expecting much because I don't remember if these are starting generals or not. So, at this point, unless it looks like a real general, like they've got a unique portrait, then I'm assuming that I'm not going to get them. If I don't get them, I'm going to kill them. That's the way it works. There's the next Highland Kingdom that I'm going to have to deal with, the castle there. They've got a bunch of generals. I guarantee you, 2 of them will die. Unless you're playing Highland, you don't get to keep them. They die. Sorry. Alright, and using raid formation. This is what happens if you use disperse with raid. This kind of is a nail in the coffin for this formation type. Because I've got all of my troops down on either side. I'm stopping the raid, and they call in the troops for defense, but now I've got all of my troops moving in. And they melee. If you melee where you've got your opponent still has troops, your troops will instantly go after their troops first, and then after the general. If you melee, it's troop versus troop first. So why they did that when I still had that many troops made no sense to me. I guess they didn't want them accidentally going for me. And if they melee, they will not defend you. They go after the troops first. That was really weird strategy on their part. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what the point of that was. But I managed to capture both of them, so at the very least, it's troops that I don't have to deal with when I make my assault on Topaz. Which may be sooner rather than later, depending on how many times they come down and attack my border castles. I may just decide to deal with them first. As you see, Scar leveled. He is now has a level 2 special ability, Cross Flash. Not really the best level 2. I mean, it only attacks your general. It does a little more damage than Sonic Boom, so hey, if you need to do quick damage to a general, great. Otherwise, there are other abilities that are a lot better, especially for fighters, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, Skull Children. Alright, Terrace is requesting to go forward, and I'm going to go ahead and send them in. I don't turn people down when they want to go in. Mainly because if you do, it hurts their morale. If you do it, they can choose to defect. Granted, Terrace won't because she's a member of the Dragon Force and she's going to be with me the entire time, but I've just gotten into the habit of saying, screw it, go ahead. If you want to get yourself killed, get yourself killed. Now, I've got 10 cavalry with her versus 30 soldiers. And they're using surround formation, which is a formation designed to be offensive at the end. It waits for your troops to get in between, and then they just kind of, again, surround your troops, killing as many of them as they can as quickly as possible. But since I've only got 10 troops, I've used my special at the right moment, and that's pretty much the end of it. I am going to have to retreat from this battle. There's no way Terrace can take on 10 troops at the level she's at, and I don't have another special ability. Granted, Agony doesn't have a special ability either, but if she sticks around, she's gonna get raped. Yeah, I mean, look how much damage she's taking. That's I can't risk having her hospitalized at this point. I don't have any items to bring her back if she sustains injury, so I'll just take a loss for that one. We'll send her. Well, at this point I've got several people that I need to level, so because I didn't realize that all of the Pale Moon generals were a couple of levels behind. I have to fix that. But they're going to be my secondary force, so that's not that much of a detriment. But I was hoping for a little bit more. But I mean, that is a test to what Terrace can do with the right troop types. I mean, she had 10 cavalry, she got 20 soldiers, and did a fair chunk of damage to Agony. So if I just, actually remember to give her troops, she'll be fine. Alright, I'm going to finish off Agony here, and then I'm going to cut the video. I don't want to encourage too much. We'll start off the next one with me dealing with Pain, and what a pain he is. So I will see you guys in the next part.